Alright, so I sprayed 2 coats of epoxy primer. Super dusty. Only because I didn't tack it down. I wanted to see how bad it would be. I wiped it with foaming glass cleaner, which is an excellent alcohol base or whatever. It evaporates. It leaves no residue whatsoever. I wiped it down with one of those blue shop cloths. That was dusty. So now you know for sure. I mean, now I know for sure. You don't use a dusty shop towel to wipe down a bare metal panel that was last sanded at 40 grit. So that's the absolute worst it could be right there, and it's really not that bad at all, especially for an epoxy base coat. So what I'll do is I'll let this flash off, or I'm going to read how long it takes before I can put another coat on top of it. But I mean, I'm super impressed. The coverage and everything. This is about 80 milliliters of product. I mixed 200, so 100 epoxy, 100 hardener, just to see, and I still have about 120 milliliters left after spraying just the bottom of the door. So there's definitely no worry about material waste or material. I'll have enough material. I don't know why I can't think. Maybe this stuff is stronger than you think. I was using a proper masking goggles and everything and gloves, which is super nice because as you're cleaning out your gun, you have gloves protecting you and goggles protecting your eyes. It's the little things like that that really make jobs like this easier to deal with. If you can see, there are certain spots. I mean, the majority of it is beautiful. It's got almost like a factory orange peel. It's hilarious for bare metal. And again, I grinded this down to 40 grit. Like, this metal was in rough shape, and the epoxy filled it. I can't believe it. It's just all the junk that was left on the panel, which is making all these little spots. And again, I expected it to be far worse than this. And I expected I was going to have to sand it down and start over. I just wanted to get the experience. But I really think I'm going to leave it like this, hit it with a high build primer, block that out, and see how smooth it goes. So, first part of a panel sprayed, and it worked out very well. I sprayed 1 coat, and it looked pretty junky, of course. It was my first spray ever. And then I cleaned out the gun and said, you know what, I still have a lot of paint left, I'll spray it again. So then I filled up the gun with whatever paint I had left, which was like 150 milliliters, and sprayed it, and the second coat really tidied it up. And again, all this junk, I can't stress enough. I don't think that having junk in your paint is a good idea, but I really didn't think that this was going to work out anywhere near as well as this. And as you can see, the panel's pretty damn straight. There's no significant waves. I don't know, I can see it in person. I don't know if you can see the reflections. Obviously you can see the light bulbs. Oh, there was something there. There's right around here and here, there was body filler that I left over. And so you can see it's kind of flashed off there, right there, differently. Again, 40 grit on body filler, what do you expect? And it's like it was a super thin skim coat. It would have been like, we're talking mils here. So, again, test complete. Everything worked out better than I expected. And I have no idea if I can touch this. Let's see. Oh, it's almost perfectly tacky, actually. See? Look at that horrible panel. Fingerprints everywhere. But it doesn't leave any residue on my hand, and it's just a proper tack. I could probably mix up 2K primer right now and spray it on top. But I'm going to leave this, see how this hardens by itself. And then I'll worry about proper panel prep. It is a 4-minute video of me talking non-stop. Anyway, I'm happy. If you come far away, or go from far away. Far from good, but good from far. Yep, that's that. So this is my little paint room. It's also my theater room. And there's my paint booth over there. 31 degrees. Ay, ay, ay.